Assalamualaikum YB Fadhlina. My name is Imraz Ikhbal. Now I got this message that I want to share with you. I'm being constructive, I'm being caring. I'm not intending to offend you, but I have advised that you may decide to heed or just chuck out the window. It's up to you. But I'm giving it to you nonetheless, sincerely. Here it is. You are the Education Minister, and a very unfortunate event has been reported. In JB, Convent School organised a Muslim-only overnight camp or a program only for Muslim students. Now, I've seen the response from MOE. I also saw the earlier news stating that the Minister of Education said that it is up to the Johor Education Department to investigate and take action. Now, firstly, I just want to humbly comment, that's not the way I think a minister should respond. A Minister of Education is responsible for the education of the entire country. Whether it is Johor Department of Education or Perlis or Penang, it does not matter. It falls under the ambit and purview and authority of the Ministry of Education. Rightfully, it is your prerogative to ask them to do the investigation. But if their investigation is not reliable, then it is incumbent upon you to ensure the investigation is transparent, it is accurate, and it's not 6:30. Now, the response that Ministry of Education issued does not cover many things. It does not answer many questions, and it therefore creates more questions. First question, why is there only a Muslim-only first, albeit there is a Chinese New Year? Kenapa kena asingkan Muslims? That's the first question. Kenapa kena asingkan? Kenapa tak boleh buat sekali? Why must it be done at that time? Number two, kalau betul hanya tak boleh masuk orang Cina, kalau betul tak boleh pasal Chinese New Year, then why are the Indian students excluded? What have they got to do with Chinese New Year? So now again, that timbul another question. Kalau you are being critical of the situation, you will see something is amiss. Jawapan dah mengarut dah. Okay, so that's not reliable and that does not feature in your reply. Why Indians were not included? Okay, next thing is that kenapa satu malam punya event saja? Apa yang nak prepare? What can you teach? What can you achieve over one night? Unless you nak share soalan bocor ke? That I don't know. I don't have evidence on that. Tapi kenapa? Next thing is that the students were told to berbai'ah, to berjanji, berikrar, take an oath not to share with the other non-Malay students. Now, this is a story reported. Betul tak betul? Sekolah boleh deny, budak-budak boleh mungkin tipu, but the point is kalau Ministry of Education is responsible, take a responsible approach, then you interview all the kids, you interview the parents, you interview semua, because obviously the parents know. Obviously the kids would have told the parents, they have to make an oath. Check that. Kalau oath was made, maknanya there was an intention of secrecy. There is absolutely no reason why there should be secrecy kalau on the 26th, which is only tomorrow, the non-Malays are supposed to go for their session of the overnight punya camp. Okay, why would their parents not inform earlier if it's just tomorrow? Difference bila? Few days before Chinese New Year, takkan tak bagi tahu awal? Why is that a secret for them? And then sekarang ni baru nak bagi tahu. So to me, all this tak berapa betul. So kalau Johor Education Department are giving you information yang tak memuaskan hati, I don't expect Ministry of Education at federal level to issue a statement on that basis. This smells like cover up, and the Rakyat are not stupid. This problem will not go away just because you issue a statement. I'm giving you this assurance. People are coming out with videos, with TikToks, with voice notes, with write-ups. They will continue questioning why were the Indians not included in the all Malay punya session. Why were the Chinese not informed earlier of the subsequent session that they're supposed to have on the 26th purportedly? Why was there earlier a lie saying that it's only Ugama classes? Later found out there's mathematics and chemistry too. Why is there a one day only punya event? For what? Why were the headmistress not responsive to questions earlier? Only bila the benda dah viral baru nak respond and come up with all kinds of answers. So all this should not easily pacify the education ministry, more so the education minister. So therefore, kalau you tengok right now the news that's coming out, even from ministry punya office, ni is conflicting. Sekejap kata sekolah tu akan ambil tindakan on, later kata tak ada cover up, tak ada apa ni, discrimination, tak ada ini. Cerita berubah. You can't control the media, but the media is now having conflicting information. This does not look good on the education ministry. It does not look good on the government. It does not look good on the Prime Minister. Prime Minister is in Brunei now. When he comes back or when he hears this, he's not going to be pleased. If I am the education minister, with all due respect, I will take charge. I will not leave it to the Johor Education Department. I will want that Johor Education Department to report to me the outcome. If I'm not happy with the investigation, if I don't think there is ketelusan in the investigation, I dispatch my own team to investigate. And for publicity show, as the education minister, I will travel to Johor. I will personally inspect. I will investigate. I will ask the students. I will want to get to the bottom of things. Because I will show the nation, I will show the PM, I will show the parents and all the school that nothing is more important than the harmony of the school and harmony of the races in the country. Nothing is more important to the education minister. Next thing is that if the Muslims are sent somewhere for exclusive covert punya night out and they are told to promise to be deceptive, to hide this from the non-Malay, what are we teaching our Muslim students? What are the teachers doing? What are they conditioning? That for us, for our anak-anak kita, anak Melayu kita, to be sneaky, to be deceptive, to do a covert thing among their friends. You teach them to be untrustworthy. You teach them that if the Chinese and Indians tanya, dia kena tipu ke pasal dia dah janji. What are we teaching? What is more important? Mathematics, chemistry, ugama classes, or this basic morality that we want our children to develop? What are we raising our children for? We are raising our children to be what? To be smart, good at passing exams, but yet be deceptive, deceitful, and being complicit in hiding and being unfair to the minority races? Is that what we are conditioning our children for? Surely, as education minister, I expect you to be very offended by this. I expect you to be infuriated by this. And if it is true, something has to be done. The fact that Sultan Johor dah titah that kalau betul dakwaan, do you think the palace do not have sources in Johor? Do they think they do not have information? So kalau Sultan pun dah murka benda ni, kalau PM pun dengar benda ni tak betul, and this thing blows out of proportion, it will not augur well for the Ministry of Education. So therefore, my advice, it is not too late. You can chuck my advice out of the window if you think I'm a nobody and you not worth listening to, or you can take my sincere advice, grab the bull by its horn, handle the matter, find out if there's any errand punya headmistress ke or teachers ke, you reprimand, you take action, stern action. Whoever who needs to be sacked, you sack them, because at the end of the day, they are not setting a good example for the students. You be firm, you be strict, you show what metal you are made of. From being unpopular now, you can become famous, you can become revered for the principles you stand for. Take that stand, be the minister we all want you to be, and act fast. Act fast and make sure the whole rakyat knows what you stand for, and that should be reflective of what this Kerajaan Perpaduan is about. Even if UMNO panders to the Malays psyche, show UMNO, who is part of the Perpaduan government, this is what Perpaduan government is about. It is perpaduan, it is fairness, and we do not allow discriminatory practices in a sekolah kebangsaan. Never forget that those parents of non-Malays who send their children to kebangsaan school still have faith in the system. That's why they send to kebangsaan school and not to vernacular schools. Some of the Malay punya groups want the abolishment of vernacular schools. Pasal kononnya nak perpaduan dalam kebangsaan, sekolah kebangsaan. Bila sekolah kebangsaan, kita buat apa? Kita asing-asingkan, kita discriminate. Ada Islam punya overnight course, yang lain kena berjanji tak boleh bagi tahu yang lain pasal dia orang tak boleh pergi. They are the less fortunate few. Apa benda tu? That's nonsense. So please, Education Minister, I'm appealing to you, do what is right, do justice to the Education Ministry, do justice to the country, do justice to the school, do justice to the students. More importantly, do justice to your position and to your stature as Education Minister. Assalamualaikum. Have a nice day. I hope you act with wisdom. I hope you act in the best interest of everyone. Assalamualaikum and good night.